What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. And you guys already know what's about to happen due to the title and the thumbnail. It's another episode of Loot from 100 Runs. And this time, I've done SM 100 times. And the interesting thing about this one, while I start to show you guys the routes, is that I did every run off stream. But that's because I've been very sick lately. In fact, I'm still sick. So I wanted to do a dungeon where I could just smack in 10 runs every now and then relatively fast. And doing 10 runs of SM takes you like half an hour, like 30 minutes tops, right? Because it's a very small dungeon. But the loot that you can get is some of the rarest in the game. Like, there's insane. It's kind of like Uldaman, where you have a decent amount of okay blue items with like decent value, but SM also has a lot of good, unique looking green items in their loot table. They're not SM specific, meaning that they can drop from other loot sources in the game as well, but they also happen to drop in SM. On top of that, the loot table in SM is completely messed up because you can get epics of the high loot table in classic, which wasn't the fact back in the day. Like, you can get Skullflame Shield, right, in SM. Skullflame Shield never dropped in SM back in the days, but for some reason it does now. And we're going to take a look at the infographic. A lot of you guys have seen this one because it's also in the 0 to 10 million gold guide made by Sustaina. And the blue items of interest from SM that are unique to SM is this list right here. And a lot of these are really good. Like, a lot of these are considered what we called super items, some of the hardest items in the game to obtain. And we're talking about Scarlet Boots, Markov, Kern, Tainted Paris, Wind River Staff, Flint Rock, the Archon Chest Piece, Fight Club, Swamp Chill Fetish. It's a very long list of super items from this place, and I've done thousands of runs in SM, and I've barely received any of them. I've received a couple of them, but like not even half of the super items from SM. So I always think it's fun to run SM. Now, the route is very simple. The only thing that you should note is that I don't kill the last boss, because killing Commander, like, the lady will appear and she's going to resurrect them and you kill them again, and it's just a time drag for 2 additional loot tables. It's not worth it. It's not efficient enough for me, so I just clear all of the mobs in the cathedral, and then I walk out and clear this other side of the dungeon. And it's way faster to just run outside manually, reset the dungeon, and run back in than to port in and out. So you can do this with any class, and you'll be able to finish 10 runs in an hour easily. No problem. I'm doing this myself on a semi-speed set Druid, but you can do it on a tune that doesn't have a speed set, and you'll still punch through the runs really fast. Now, before we take a look at all of the loot that I received, big thank you to every single one of you guys that have picked up the 0 to 10 million gold guide. The support has been massive on that, and I'm so glad that you guys are still, to this day, enjoying all of the updates that I've done to the gold guide. So if you haven't picked it up yet, make sure to use the discount code Dragonflight, and you'll get it for 50% off. And for all of you guys who have picked up the gold guide, and if you like it, I can guarantee you will also like the VIP Discord. The VIP Discord is pretty much like a Patreon, where every single YouTube video that I make gets uploaded to the Discord before they go live on YouTube. So you get that benefit of seeing all the content before anyone else, and that can make you a decent amount of gold by itself, right? It's also a nice way to support me as a content creator, but each tier has like exclusive content. So you're gonna see stuff like spreadsheet lists with investments and flips and shuffles and a bunch of more cool stuff. So if you want to read more about it, that's going to be linked together with the gold guide down below in the description. So this is the loot. And a funny thing with these runs is that I did 60 runs. My initial idea and my usual tactic for these runs is to only save the really cool loot, right? So only unique items and blue items and epic items. I did 60 runs of the dungeon without getting a single blue item. Didn't have any loot. So I had to refocus and start keeping the green items like you guys should keep as well. Obviously, I'm going to show some examples. So you have the male combat shoulders. Now you can tell by ATT that they don't share appearance with any other items. They're unique. So the entire male combat set on the last 40, 50 runs or so, I kept all of those out items. They're all unique. This one only shares appearance with one other item, so still worth keeping. They have a decent value and a decent enough sell rate as well. Same thing goes with the durable hats. They are unique. They have a decent sell rate. Right now, the price is really bad. And also the emblasoned hat together with the scaled leather headband. Those are also unique. Okay sell rate, okay value. And then I kept also the phalanx set because most items in that set is completely unique. There's some of the items that share a couple of appearances, but still worth keeping. And then I got a couple of shields, glimmering shield, like all of the glimmering set tends to be a night sky, tends to be unique appearance as well. And then a bunch of like miscellaneous items that are all unique, even though they're not necessarily worth a lot of gold. They're unique and they have a decent sell rate, like the Sage Cloth chest right here, 30,000 gold at the moment with an okay sell rate, being a unique item. So the greens that I got, and this is pissing me off because the Watchman Powders is a unique item that can, well, it's not a unique item, it's a blue item that's unique to SM. They can only drop in SM. And these shoulders could have been any of the other blue items, but instead, I got 4 of these, and they're not good. They're really bad. I got one Chesterfield musket, which is one of the worst blue items as well, because it shares a lot of appearances with basic items. I got the Harbinger boots. Once again, it's an SM-only item, but it shares appearances with basic green items. And I got myself the best item, which is the Cobalt Crusher. So I looked back at some of my previous SM runs, loot from 100 runs, and I think this is the worst cleanout I've had so far. I also kept the Silk Cloth, by the way. It's like 200 gold a stack, but like I was desperate. I wasn't getting anything. So if we look at the add-on, you guys can see my add-on right now is set to min buyout. So in my realm, everything in my bags is valued at 230,000 gold, right? That's like 23,000 gold an hour. It only takes me 30 minutes to do the run. So if you look at it that way, it's like 46k an hour of efficient farming, which makes it decent, right? That's on my realm, which tends to have low prices. If we look at like the region market value, right? It's up to 433,000 gold. So the numbers are not that bad, but they could have been way better. They could have been doubled if I just got like a Skull Flame shield in my 100 runs. But with that being said, that was pretty much it for loot from 100 runs of SM. And please let me know down below in the comment section what dungeon I should do next. And that's pretty much it. So make sure to check out the VIP Discord and the 0 to 10 million gold guide in the description of this video. And I will see all of you guys back in at the next one. But until then, bye-bye.